Well, I think there will be some changes. I think there's no doubt about it. But actually, you know, the Labour government is more than just Tony Blair. I mean, I do know that, you know, he's a very strong character and that people particularly across the world will think of the government as being Tony Blair. But it isn't.
Do you approve of the huge pressure on Tony Blair to quit the job?
I think Downing Street's a funny place. But I think that it's actually very difficult to keep in touch when you're stuck somewhere like Downing Street. So I think it does do everyone some good for Tony Blair to be able to move on and do other things and bring new people in.
Do you think it's fair? Is Tony Blair not the only Labour Prime Minister who has won 3 successive general elections? Why should he go now?
People know that you have an end date, and people know that you're going to retire. I think it's very difficult to keep authority in those circumstances. And I think he was moving away. I think that he knew that he was beginning to disengage, you know, and the party has to keep moving forward.
Do you think his legacy will particularly be marred by this so-called war on terror and the mess in Iraq?
Yeah, I mean, I think that it was very, very controversial. It was very controversial. It remains controversial. But to give Labour the chance of being in power for 10 years has meant that we have been able to make a major difference to the lives of people.
What do you think might change under Gordon Brown, who is seen as Tony Blair's most likely successor?
I think that there will be a change, but I think that it will be quite a nuanced change. I think that on the whole we are likely to keep a fairly steady ship and we're likely to continue in the direction that we want. Because in the end, what people want is they want a sound economy, but they want a fairer society. And that's what Labour has always been standing for, and that's what Labour will always stand for. You know, the mistakes that have been made in foreign policy have been made.
And do you think it will be easy for Gordon Brown to be the next Prime Minister? Or
it wouldn't be easy for anybody to be the next Prime Minister, but I certainly think that he's head and shoulders above anyone else who could possibly be a candidate.
And you yourself, where do you stand on that? I mean, do you back Gordon Brown?
I've always been a supporter of Gordon Brown's.
Yeah.
I do. I think that when I listen to him speak, you know, you do feel as though he speaks from the heart, and he speaks from the heart of the Labour Party.